Now we're going to talk about reading a simple chord chart. Now, don't panic. Of course, it would be a lot easier to just write the chords that you needed for any given song that you were about to play on a plain piece of paper. In fact, what actually happens is chord charts are often written on the same kind of paper that you would write traditional music notation. And the reason for that is really simple, because besides knowing what chord you want to play, you have to know where that chord occurs in time and how long you need to hold that chord. So let's take a look at a simple chart. It's a simplified version of a song I wrote called Mother, Sisters, and Daughters. One of the first things you should make a note of is what's called the time signature. Now in this case, at the beginning of the piece of music, we have 4/4. This is called the time signature. The most important thing for you to remember is that the top number means that there are 4 beats in each measure. Each of those beats is represented with a slash. In this case, we have a G for 2 slashes and an A minor for 2 slashes. And that means that the G gets beats 1 and 2, and the A minor gets beats 3 and 4. So it would sound something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we look at the next measure, the D minor also gets 2 beats, and the C major gets 2 beats. It would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to try and play the whole chart using this method of counting. It's a good idea to use your metronome and to set it for a 4/4 tempo so that you have an accent on the first beat of each measure. So now I'm going to set my metronome at a relatively slow count of 50 beats a minute, and I'm going to set it with an accent on the first note of each measure of 4/4. So you can hear every 4 beats, there's an accent. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The important thing to remember as you're reading chord charts is that time keeps moving. And so you should strive to play each chord for the correct number of beats, and then move on to the next chord and play that chord for the correct number of beats. Try to keep going even if you make a mistake. Now I'm going to use a simple downstroke for each beat of each chord. Here goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you learn to read basic chord charts, you'll find that there's a wealth of music out there and many, many songs that you can play using just a few chords, either bar chords or open position chords or power chords. There are many, many songs out there that you'll have at your disposal.